busy bee, like y'all have been busy, right? How is everybody? I'm a busy bee. Lulabelle is right there. She's making me sniff. She's coming. She's coming right now. Okay, everybody just disappeared. Where'd everybody go? I'm gonna wait. There you are. There you are. Hi, you guys. Eastgate, Texas. Have no idea where that is. Yeah, you guys, everybody was busy, huh, for the last week. Busy bees. Busy bees, we all are. Yeah. Hi, you guys. I made my own cappuccino. That's it. Can you see? It's espresso with milk. So that's cappuccino. I made my own. Nespresso. Y'all love Nespresso? I love Nespresso. Yes, I'm still trying to jump timelines. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm still here. Here I am. Here I am. England. I saw that go by. Yeah, so I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still meditating. I'm on a huge focus. So I'm trying to change the energy around me because I find the holidays just disgusting. So that's me personally. So I'm trying to change the energy. So I'm making sure, of course, you know I am. Exercise comes first thing in the morning, first thing before anything, right? And then I'm trying to, and her dad killed her kid. Yeah, they say that. I don't believe those. I don't know what to believe about those people. I have no idea. And I'm using my crock pot and I'm making, I can't. I haven't done this since the kids were little. Anyway, I'm making my own food from the energy. Oh, you guys, I got to tell you, I know I posted that the case was dismissed, but there's a caveat. So I wrote the judge a thank you note because I'm an asshole. So no, I just said thank you for dismissing the case. And he informed me that 4 out of the 5 counts were dismissed. The Washington Personality Rights Act was dismissed, which means I didn't take her shit to make money off her shit, none of that. Anyway, I still have, it's still back. I still have a, yes, no, the judge wrote me. He's like, no, when he said me and Bobby read it and we read it 3 times. Deanna, me and Bobby read it. And we're like, oh, because he said it's intention to cause harm and intention to cause emotional distress and intention, blah, 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 whatever it is, right? So that hasn't been dismissed. So I guess it's not fully dismissed. Oh, I'm sorry your mom passed away, Tina. Yeah, I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, so anyway, that is not fully dismissed. So it's that. Uh-huh. So I guess there's stupidity going on still. There's all of that. I see you guys writing. I can't even see the screen because my eyes are blocked. But anyway, I know. I didn't even know that she was married to this guy. Okay. Oh, there's Matthew. Hi, Matthew. Yeah, I didn't even really know that she had a husband. I mean, I assume she screwed someone to get a kid, but I didn't know she's married. So there's no intent there because I didn't know anything about either one of them, least of all him until he sued me. I really knew nothing about him until he sued me. I'm sorry, Nora, you're the second person on here whose mom passed. There was an eclipse. So the eclipse was in Taurus, full moon eclipse. It took a lot of people out. So yeah, it took a lot of people. Yeah, Annette, that's so terrible. I'm sorry your daughter was killed. Yeah, I'm never going to be normal after Keith died. So I understand completely how you're not going to be normal after you never will be normal. So that's people go, oh, no, you won't. I don't fucking care anymore. So no, you won't. You function, but you're not normal. Your child died. So why would you be normal? You're not gonna. And so there's that. So yeah, the 2 people, Annette's daughter, and then 2 people on here, Tina and, oh my God, Nora's, both their mothers passed, or they both said their mothers passed. So, oh my God. Yeah, I think it was the eclipse though. So I think it's the eclipse that caused it. Keithy's best friend, one of his best friends, Andrew and Tia, they did Oh God, we're so helpful after Keith died, came right over, and Allie, Andrew's girlfriend. Anyway, their father passed away, and I knew it was the eclipse energy. So it's for some reason before and after eclipses, especially like 3 weeks either side, their energy is going in and out and off the planet. And it's usually, yes, Irene Cara as well. So it's usually something like in Keith's kids friend's father who passed, it's usually something unexpected with an eclipse, like it's some weird thing that goes on, right? So it's like a weird, it's weird, right? Yes, your mom the eclipses, because remember, eclipses are moving energy on the planet and off the planet. And it's in Taurus, and we have the North Node in Taurus right now, and Uranus is in Taurus. So Uranus in Taurus can mean like electrical things, like yeah, I don't have any thoughts. I barely know anything about that Idaho thing, except that I don't believe anything I see on the news anymore. I don't watch the news, so people, you guys have been telling me I have to get back. Well, I don't know if I have to get back on it. I don't know what to say in a case where 4 people are murdered in a house. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I don't know what to say. That is also an eclipse issue, though. Yes, the Taurus is really, really it's a problem. And with an eclipse, if you have anything in Taurus, it can be a huge problem. Whatever sign the eclipse is in, if you're being aspected by it, it can hit you. But since Uranus is in Taurus right now, that's sudden, unexpected, whatever, you know. So it's sudden, boom, and out. So yeah. Yes, he was 49. He would have been 50 in January. Keith and Jason's friend, but Keithy's bestie. The father would have been 50 in January. So it's kind of interesting. However, also understand there's a whole wave of people leaving the planet right now because the warriors are staying here because we're getting further and further and further apart, spiritually speaking, the good versus the bad. But what I did read and what I did post about, Venus isn't necessarily relevant. Uranus is in Taurus. So when you have a full moon and an eclipse in the sign that Uranus is in, Uranus kicks it like this and makes it weird. That can be like, you know, you're in a car and you drive into a lake and you sink because the windows don't open electrically, or some, you know, electric thing happens, right? It can be just unexpected because it's Uranus. Oh, I'm sorry your boyfriend died, honey. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Hi, Ashley. Ashley. Oh, there's little Ashley. Oh my God, I was talking about you the other day. Your ears must have been burning. Burning. Who the heck was I talking to? Oh, a random stranger. I was talking about you with a random stranger, Ashley. We were talking about things that go on that such as that happened to you. And I'm like, you know, this happened and this happens because of money and this happens because they're trying to shut the honest people up and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was a random person, but they were talking about it. So then I was like, yeah, that actually happens. Yeah, so there you go. It was very strange. But the energy, this is Diana on Steven's phone. Steven is now Diana. Diana is on Steven's phone. So she says. I'm kidding. But yeah, there's a lot of losses coming up. I don't know what to say. I had, so on Thanksgiving, since Andrew and Tia's father passed, we went over there, not for Thanksgiving, but to sit with them because he had just passed on the holidays. So like, that's horrible, you know, it's terrible for the family, for the children. If we could see the other side, see, it's really easy to be a medium, and it's really, and I'm not even one anymore. I don't even think I can do my job properly anymore, but it's really easy to tell people, oh no, I know they're here because I know that they're here. Okay. I know it. But when it's your own family members, when it's your own family and it's a child, or you're a child and it's your parent, you literally think that that's bullshit, right? Like you think it's bullshit. Oh, Stephen died. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh, geez. I'm sorry. I wasn't making fun of that. I didn't know that, or I didn't retain it, honey. Diana, sorry. Oh, you're on his phone. I get it. I thought you were being cheeky on your boyfriend's phone for that. Wow, you can get in his phone. I hope when I die, no one gets in my phone. I'm erasing everything tonight for that reason and that reason alone. But yeah, no, it's easy for somebody to say they believe in the other side and they believe in this and that until it's their child or their parents that dies. And then you're like, I won't fucking believe in any of it. Even though I'm waiting for him to come in my dreams. Yes, became a recluse. Yeah, you know what, honey? He's probably trying, but you're probably traumatized. Remember, Keith, he wouldn't come to me. He did come to other people. Did eventually, but I haven't seen him the way I saw his brother. Jimmy came to me quite a lot, and prior to Keith's death. Yeah, I know, Nora. I know what you're saying. I do believe in God. Let's see. My son got mad at me. Aw, she's only 2. Yeah, well, fuck your son. Sorry. Oh my God. Yeah. Just let them raise the kids the way they want to. What can I tell you? Yeah, it's from the trauma. I love a Scorpio. Exactly. When Keith died, my head went out. I went out of my fucking head. However, when Jimmy died, I had a complete nervous breakdown because I was postpartum. But he came through to me like he walloped me on the head, and I had a very physical experience with him quite often. So I was never thinking he wasn't there. With Keith, it was quite different. I almost, died when he died. So it just depends. And you're right. I don't question God though, because yes, Annie, get away from your mother. Run from your mother. I literally think that, well, we all die, so we all die, right? So if we all die, then our loved ones are nowhere different than where we're going, hopefully. I mean, unless somebody's in hell over there, Gavin Newsom, maybe somebody, in his family going to hell. Okay, sorry, I said it. Yeah, you can put your intention for them to come through. I try in meditation, and sometimes I see Keith's face very, very close to me. Shaquila, that young lady in Mexico, I can't say her name, Robinson. Shaquila, is that the right way? If I'm not pronouncing it right. That to me, okay. I got to watch what I say on here, right? That to me is like a show. The girl is definitely dead. Shankilla. I'm never going to say it correctly, so I apologize. The poor young woman that was murdered because there were people that were fucked up, okay? And she paid for the vacation. See, something happened where they put that girl out there thinking she had to pay for her bum-ass friends in order to keep friends in her life. And that's the first thing her parents should have taught her, or somebody should have taught her, is she paid for apparently, allegedly, I don't know, I did see that. She paid for the hotel, not the hotel, the wherever they stayed, the place in Mexico. And then, yes, Ritual. Thank you. Ritual. Remember, they're distracting us. When that doesn't work, they throw us a Balenciaga, spelled Baal. Get it? Balenciaga. They spell it like that. You know what I'm saying? So they go from this to this, and they use people in order to cause chaos. It's causing chaos. So now we're all supposed to be chaotic. Then you have little fettuccine. Yes, exactly. So then you have little fettuccine, Anthony Fettuccine. You've got that douchebag out there blathering, and they're proving that he had connections to the companies. Then I still see people wearing this over their face, and I'm like on the hills running, and I'm like, I cannot deal with you. You need to get away from me because I'm going to say something that's offensive to you. It's just, I don't know what to say. So anyway, it's ridiculous. So I don't know if there's going to be lockdowns or not. They're trying to, hey, if people allow it this time, if people are dumb because people were dumb before, if you stay in your house because the government says so without a gun pointed at your head, and even then make a run for it, they might miss you if they try to shoot you, because I would make a run for it. Yeah, I think 4 people, Matthew, were killed in Idaho. 4 students, I want to say university. Is it? I don't know who Jason David Frank is. Let me Google it because I really don't even know who that is. The new mayor of Los Angeles is a Scientologist. Awesome. That's awesome. Not. Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles, and you know what I figured out? Oh my God. So I went to Palm Springs. Y'all know that. Listen, to the bitch on the forums. I can't read. Deanna's like, stop looking at this shit. Okay. I didn't watch Power Rangers. You know what? I didn't. My kids maybe did. That guy. Yes. I never watched Power Rangers because I don't watch cartoons. I did watch Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner, but I watched 1940s movies growing up, and I watched Charlie Chaplin miming. I did not watch, I'm sure my kids did. They also played Pokemon, but me, I was like, what is this shit? So to me, it was just dumb shit, right? I don't like cartoons or fake. I don't like animation in any way whatsoever at all, and never did as a kid. I found it just ridiculous. Yeah, I get distracted in a second. Damn, is it my channel to get distracted, or are you going to critique my ass on my channel? This is why I'm not coming back, y'all. I don't like being critiqued. If I change, then don't come on my live stream, right? Don't do it. Like, I'll just film videos. Like, don't come on my live stream and go, damn, she got distracted. I can get distracted because it's a live stream. And it's my choice what I want to do. Yeah, I don't know about Idaho. I'm saying it's 4 kids or 4 students that got hurt. That's all I don't even know. He deleted himself because of divorce. Oh, he deleted himself. I get it. Probably not. Here's the thing. I mean, these people, they're like, I hate being critiqued. Don't fucking critique me. I don't care. If you don't like my channel, please unsubscribe and go on your merry way. Because nobody fucking told you to turn on here and give me your opinion. I didn't fucking ask you. So shut the bleeping hell up. See, the holidays piss me off. Yeah, 4 students. So they've got that. They've got the young woman in Mexico, and then they've got the Balenciaga. Then they've got the Weinstein trial that smell you later. Exactly. Right, Beth? Oh my God. Right, Beth? It pisses me off. They're like, she gets distracted. This is a live stream. I have a brain, and my brain goes really fast, and I'm ADD, and I can talk about 25 different things. Anyway, so I'm literally reading this online thing with so many hateful comments about myself. And Deanna and I are reading them, and I'm like, who do these people think that I am? And I was dying. She's like, stop reading that. And I'm like, I am going to read it. And I was reading it. Okay, first, I have to set some things straight. Here's the thing. First of all, just so we're very clear, I have never voted in my life for any politician. So when they described me as a right-wing conservative zealot, I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? Hilarious. I was like, what? So when they try to call you crazy, they're like, she's a right wing and a MAGA hat. I'm like, I have never, nor would I ever vote, ever in my life. I don't care if you vote, do what you want. Do not ask me to, because I don't believe in it. They give us these idiots, and I'm not picking a side. I just disagree with them immensely on principle. I disagree with their clothing. I disagree with their faces. I disagree with the woman who's the health minister in Los Angeles, looking like she's a heroin addict or whatever, on death's door. I literally, yeah, you stop voting. I've never voted in my life. I'm proud non-voter and a non-vaxxer. I just don't want to do it. And I didn't give birth in a hospital. So that's who I am. And I don't have health care. So it's just like, I'm not going to play that. That's exactly right. It's a game to me, Allison. It's a game. So on this forum, it's like, she's a MAGA supporter. And I'm like, they keep calling me that. And then they're like, she's QAnon. And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know it's a thing. And I know that it's a whole thing and it's represented by a lizard or something. But don't call me that, because I don't subscribe to any group of anything because I don't want to. So, I mean, I was like, huh? And then they're like, she's like, they were quoting that, oh, just all kinds of crazy stuff. And then, and I'm going to say this because some stupid woman on the forum, no offense to the dumbass that wrote this, and yeah, I'm calling you a dumbass. They had a problem with me saying, and they called me homophobic, transphobic, and something else. I'm literally none of those things. I have probably been around that group of people since childhood. I know I have. That isn't my thing. My thing with the they them comment that I made, when you change the English language. Now, have you noticed? Remember, you and I used to say, "Yeah, I've never voted and never will." There you go. Bravo. It's Andrea. Bravo, Andrea. So, do you remember when people used to say, "I went to the hospital," and now they say, oh no, when they say sorry, not the hospital. They say go to hospital. What the hell is go to hospital? How does it? I go to what? You went to the hospital. You're going to the hospital. Go to, or they say on accident. I actually said on accident today, and I was like, oh fuck, I did it. That's changing the English language. So, what and why would they want to do that? Okay. What and why do they want to change the language? So, I did hear about the shooting in Colorado, and that, of course, they're going to want to ban guns again. And then I did hear that he identified as non binary, whatever the hell that means, that he identified as that. Do we know what he is? Just like Charles Manson, just like the was it Aurora, Colorado shooter, just like the Columbine kids, just like the Sandy Hook, all of those people, every single one of those kids, I mean, perpetrators of violence against those, I believe are human controlled weapons of destruction against society. So mass weapons of destruction is actually human beings that they programmed. Charles Manson was programmed. His mother was a prostitute. She dated a general in the army. The general took charge of Manson. Manson was controlled with MK Ultra and Project Paperclip and God knows whatever else, okay? That he is designed to be a weapon. At the end of his life, him in prison doing all that dumb shit on his head. Thank you for that, Leslie. Thank you for that. All of that stupid shit on his head and all of that. You know, with the cross and whatever nonsense he was trying to do. That's not even him. He's been programmed to elicit a reaction. He's like a puppet they throw out there and the puppet goes, blah, like the thing in the jumping box, and all the society goes, because they live off our fear. Okay. So Jay Fish, I believe I'm well. I'm a little bit mentally off, but yeah, well. So Son of Sam, all of them, they do it in order to elicit fear of us. Back in the day, Manson was easy. Ask yourself this. Do you really think the followers or the family or whatever they called them were that stupid that they just followed him randomly, or were they programmed people, part of a group of programmed people that met in a certain way like that, and they all jumped in line and followed? I mean, look at Patty Hearst, programmed person, okay? That's what they're doing. I don't understand. Like, they go on about the parents and this and that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm like, they're programmed. They're weapons. They're human weapons. They use people as weapons. I mean, look at the Born Identity. Do you remember? Yeah, human weapon. Exactly. Exactly. Human weapon. So when people say stuff like, you know, he had charisma, he had this. No, he didn't. He looked like a douchebag, and he was a human weapon with his counterparts. So the bullets were the other people, and he was the gun, and they all went around doing whatever they did, right? So they did that. Anyway, when they talk, now getting back to what I was saying with the changing of the words, when you call somebody, like, they all think it's like, oh, she hates transgender. I mean, if I see that written one more, and then somebody online's like, this was just recent too. I take it as a threat, by the way, but somebody's like, yeah, I unsubscribed, and I'll maybe see you at the tram or in Palm Springs. No, you won't see me in Palm Springs, because I doubt you're the kind of athlete that's going to climb up the hill to get to the tram in Palm Springs. So I probably won't be seeing you. However, consider this. If there are words, they, them, that they're changing. So if you and I go into a store, it used to be Mr. and Mrs. or whatever, or ma'am and sir, or whatever. Thank you, Pamela. No, not everybody's going to die. Remember, people die on God's terms. So sometimes those that are sold out are taking vaccines, and they are passing from that. So remember that. There's a lot more of them than us right now. But just think of it this way. If you say to somebody who walks in a store, and it's me, one person, and I'm using plural names for myself. Why would they want to change pronouns to plural aside from fucking with everybody? Why would they want to do that? Ask yourself that. So words are word spells. So when they say they, them, and it's one person standing there, well, I identify as they, them. Do you? How many people are in your energy field that you just gave permission to come into your energy field? Remember, you have to give permission to be taken over. So the permission can be doing drugs, doing alcohol, cocaine, drinking, smoking, heroin, shooting up, whatever. Or, okay, or they, them. I'm they, them. So I'm not just me, I'm them. Who is them? Who is them? Right. So who steps into the energy field? Well, she's by herself, so I'm coming in. You think I'm crazy? It's a word spell. So you fucking idiots who are critiquing me online saying I'm transphobic, get a grip. Do your research, dumbasses, and stop saying stupid ass shit you don't understand. Yes, exactly. It's a word spell. It is a word spell, and they do that to us. So it's not about call yourself whatever you want. Call yourself whatever you want. I do not care. Call yourself a tree, a triangle. Call yourself whatever the fuck you want to. But be very careful that you understand what they're doing because it's not as it seems. So unless you actually understand how the energy works, I can't. So anyway, yeah, I know. Well, don't call them an it either. Yeah, I know, an it. Whatever your name is. Your name. I'm Sam, I'm Sally, I'm this, I'm that. I mean, if you're one person, you're not a them, okay? You're not a fucking them. Stop saying that because you're opening the door. If they can't get you with the vaccine, then they can't get you with drugs and alcohol, and they can't break down your body's energetic fields with all kinds of, what do you call them? Oh my God, preservatives, and they can't get you feeling depressed and they can't get you feeling sad, then they're going to get you to start speaking it so they can infiltrate you. Remember that. They lie, they cheat, and they sneak, and it's hidden in plain sight. When it's hidden in plain sight and you're calling a singular a plural, ask yourself why. And I don't care how they identify themselves. I don't care if you want to cut your dick off, put a vagina in there, or vice versa, however that works. I do not care. I don't care what you want to do. It doesn't bother me a bit. That's between you and your whoever, your maker, yourself, your God, whatever. Your family, your friends, your lovers. You do you, boo. But don't be stupid with the wording. Don't be stupid with the wording because they're doing it and it's a mass thing that heightens the energy in their favor. It's ridiculous, you know? It's ridiculous. Oh, God. And it doesn't mean you're transphobic if you have a logical mind and you know that you're a singular person. Just fucking order your food and get out. You don't have to tell them. Use your order name. You want to call yourself Jezebel and order? Call yourself. Do you have them is plural. Of course it's plural. Them is plural. Yeah, we know. Look at them. You got one person standing there. So who's in their energy field? It's, oh God. Anyway, yeah, so there's that. That's why it's called, yes, newscaster, spellcaster. Kids should know better. You know, I know, but they comment and they're like, she's obviously, I had to sign off her channel. Good, I don't want you on the channel because you're a little bit, you know, mentally backwards. And number two, someone who doesn't vote is not conservative right or lefty left or even in the middle. I do what's best for me as far as like the law is concerned. And I don't listen to government. When they say cover your mouth, I don't listen to them. When they say take a shot, I don't listen to them because you're not healthy like me. So unless you and the government can step in front of me and you're not on any medicine, no blood pressure, no nothing, and you take care of yourself, which very few of them do, then stop telling me what to do with my body. You live up to your standards. I'm living up to mine. You are not on my standards. So yeah, so I didn't know about the new serial killer. You know what I'm saying? It's very strange that they want to tell you what to do with your body. Who? What? You know what I need to do with my body? Because I don't know what you need to do with your body. So how do you know what I need to do with my body? I don't get it. I don't get it. Right? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm like, y'all are stupid. Not you guys, these people. I've never been a MAGA supporter. I'm the person who doesn't like Donald Trump, but I do know people that worked with him on his TV show and actually liked him. So I know personally people that were producers on his show that liked him. That's all I can tell you. I have never met the man, but I don't like the way he talks. He talks like somebody I was married to that didn't have his kind of money, but he talks the same, so you can imagine. I can't stand it. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. I mean, I don't like, if you're trying to rule the human race, I have a problem with you. If you want to tell me what to do, I have a problem with you. You're not my fucking creator. We're not meant to be controlled. We are like, you know how you want to buy free range cattle, eggs, whatever, that haven't been like, slammed together and killed brutally? That's what they're doing to us. They're telling us we have to listen to them. I don't want to listen to you. Morally, I'm going to listen to myself. That's what I'm going to do. And it's fine if you love Trump or you love Newsom or you love whoever, but don't call me conservative jack shit because I don't vote. So I'm just clearing that up. I'm just saying. So yeah, they're like, she's a conservative. Who's a conservative? The stripper's a conservative? Is that right? Is that correct? Is that what you're trying to say? Or is it because I like healthy food I'm conservative? You fucking weirdos. Anyway, yeah, so I just thought I'd do that. But I did think also, because I mentioned online a lot about Manson, and I wanted to say he's a human weapon. So when you see these things happen in society, these people are just think of a video game. Actually think of a video game and think of how you can take your character out there and you can have your character go do whatever in the video game. Ask yourself if that doesn't sound like these people. They're just programmed and off they go, right? So, yeah. Oh my God, it's just terrible what's going on. Okay, Pelosi got fired, did she? I hope so. Please. Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting because people want to label you one thing or another because they don't like you, and they want to label you on your live streams. And then they want to call you a fake psychic. Oh, and I have to clear this up too, because some Einstein, yeah, I'm calling you a fucking Einstein, okay? Some Kappa, Beta, Nu IQ of 2 says, you know, she always does astrology. Yes, I wanted to explain this. I'm going to explain this. Okay, so an astrology chart to be done correctly, okay, because you're not an astrologer if you just ask someone's birthday and get their sign, because an astrology chart takes a place, a time of birth, and a year. So you cannot read dumbasses, talking to the dumbass who wrote online, and not you guys, the stupid person. You cannot read an astrology chart without having a correct time of birth, and most people do not know their correct times of birth. They know within 10 minutes. So astrologers rectify charts, right? So you cannot know a chart without a time or place of birth. You have to erect the chart first to read it. When a psychic or a medium says, do you have an object from the person? That's called psychometry. When they throw tarot cards, if they are psychic, they're using the backdrop of the tarot cards. When I used to work parties 35 years ago, tons of people in the studios, right? So you've got 12 minutes, like I told you about Carol on 2.5 Men. She'd be like, you've got 12 minutes per person. Hi, Bobby. She's like, you've got 12 minutes. What am I going to say to you in 12 minutes? That's a lot of people. You're going through person after person after person. So in order to clear my mind, I say, what is your name and what is your birthday? I cannot do a chart just on your birthday, September 5th, 1975, if that's your birthday. I can't do a chart on that. I do not have your time of birth, and I don't have time to run it, right? I am ancient. I'm 56. I am ancient. And I've been doing astrology professionally since I'm 20 in this country. Since I'm 20 and doing readings in Canada 3 years prior to that. Okay, so yes, I'm ancient. So I'm now 56. So you all add up, right? You all, that's good. That's good, you know, the exact time. But when these people comment online, when I'm doing a celebrity reading, I'm not, if their chart's not online, I'm briefly looking at it as a point of interest because I do love astrology. So astrology is like a thing, right? It's like loving blonde hair, whatever. Thank you for that. Oh, good, Rita. Rita's dad is recovering from his accident. That's awesome. She's thanking everyone for the prayers. So awesome. So when a psychic asks your birthday, or she's not doing anything with that, it's not you're not an astrologer because you know someone's a Leo, or even if you know their rising sign, that's not an astrologer. And by the way, the reason most people are not astrologers is because it's a lifelong practice. It takes a long time to study, and most people don't have the acumen to sit down and study it year after year after year after year and continue to elevate themselves in their studies. It's a full-on thing. And I'm not good like my mentor. I am not good like him. Like Brian, not good like that. So happy birthday, 54. So it's extremely complex. So when you're digging at somebody for being an astrologer, you wish you had the mindset to focus on it because you don't even know the fucking half of it, okay? I'm still learning every day. I'm still having conversations. I still have to reteach myself. In fact, I'm reminding myself I have to switch some settings on my program to get it up to par again because it's off, all right? So when you're looking at things like that, a psychic is probably asking you that so they can hook into your energy. If I have to read you, I have to hook into your energy. I can hear your voice. I mean, if you sit in front of me, I can do that. I can hear your voice. It's energy. So I have a starting point for my brain, and it's just the way I taught myself way back in the day to get to the information. Tell me your name and what's your birthday. That's how my brain knows to go where it needs to go, okay? So it's like, all right. So anyway, there, I've addressed all the stupid critiques from the haters online. So yeah, no, switch the mathematics on my program for that because it's actually lagging for the progressions. Yeah, for the progressions. Anyway, yeah, that's like what I need to do. Oh, and Bobby, I'm so glad she's on here because some fucktard online, I got to stop reading them. Deanna's like, they don't, I was going to respond back, but Deanna's like, you don't respond, Sloan, stop it. And I'm like, Deanna, look. like, fuck these people. I don't even know how celebrity people do it. I can't handle a little bit of it. It's so annoying to me. Well, some of it's just stupid. Like I don't vote. So that's just dumb. But somebody was talking about Keithy, right? Keithy, and they're like, I don't believe that. What did they say? They said, oh, here's the thing. Whoever commented if their child died, they would be looking for the person who cut them off and who did that. I looked with Bobby on here and Deanna, but Bobby and Lucas and all of you guys, Elizabeth, Eric, her husband, they came out to the accident. They gave me all kinds of stuff. I looked every day until the second year day when I finally got the lawsuit filed, okay? You got 2 years to file a lawsuit. My lawyer filed that lawsuit with all of the write-ups that everybody gave us and that Bobby worked at meticulously for 2 fucking years. We did that for 2 years. I went out there every day. Jason, Andrew, all of those people for 2 years, okay? On July 29th of this year, we got the lawsuit filed. Now, here's something I'd like to explain to you. And somebody's like, it was just an accident or whatever. That's not the point of the lawsuit. The point of the lawsuit is, again, and I'm going to say this really nicely, had someone not pulled out or cut in front of Keith, he would have been going straight on the road. I do have video of my son. Thank God Bobby's a witness, right? Bobby's a witness to it, but I have video. Stacy, my homicide detective friend, gave me the video. I have video of Keith crossing the intersection upright on his bike. Not doing anything, not doing a wheelie, not fucking joking around. Bobby's seen everything. Bobby is like my right hand and I'm my left hand, okay? She's seen, and so is Lucas. Everything, and Deanna, everything, okay? Everything. So I have the video. Where I don't have the video is from house number 1, 2, 3, where the bike went off the road. biker guy would not give us the video. He denied having it, then told Paige he had it when I took Paige out there, and then said the tape ran over it. So why my son went off the road is the video that's missing. I also have video on the other side of the street with the van that was pulled over up there. So we do not know what happened in there. But what I do know is he hit a mailbox that was illegally cemented into the ground on a business/residence house, okay? That mailbox severed his leg, which caused his femoral artery to bleed out, which is why the bike launched into the air, because he was trying to avoid something and hit the mailbox. It's supposed to be a breakaway mailbox in California. According to the transportation code, this mailbox was cemented. So had Keith just hit the mailbox to get off the road, which he wasn't off the road, he was 3 lanes over there and then suddenly off the road. If he had not hit the mailbox that was cemented into the ground, it would have broken away, because there's many deaths caused by these mailboxes that people cement into the ground, right? So yes, that's in the lawsuit. That is, I mean, what do you want me to do? I can't find the other stuff. The most important thing, though, and the reason that I filed a lawsuit, yeah, it didn't break away, right? It was the bike, exactly. Bobby knows this. The equipment at the bike shop that they denied putting on, riding down the street, having to get out of the way. There was a, right away, Stacy, LAPD homicide detective, running buddy of mine, okay, excellent, told me immediately the car that pulled out at the intersection that caused Keith to go into the middle of the road is the beginning of the accident. Now, I cannot find that car. I was told by one of the witnesses that passed away of a fentanyl overdose that there were ladies driving that car. There was ladies, and it was a black car, and we have a screenshot of the car pulling out, okay, like right in front of Keith, but opposing, okay, so the other side of the street. However, we cannot see it close enough to see, looks like a Cadillac. We can't see it close enough. This particular instance, I needed to see the other evidence the police have. So in Los Angeles County, when there is a death, whether it's an accident, a homicide, a fucking drug OD, you just drop dead of a heart attack, whatever it is, in order to get all of the LAPD discovery unit information, not the 7-page file they give you, not the 30-page file they give you, but all of the information. Yeah, Cadillac or Audi, that's exactly right. Bobby remembers, because Bobby talked to every single witness. She tracked them down from Texas, found them, and talked to them. And God bless her for it, because we are able to put a piece together. She was able to actually write up a beautiful police report. I mean, I don't even know what to say, to give to the lawyer in order to have it established, okay? So when people write online that we're not doing that, here's another catch-22. Go online and look the case up, okay? It was filed. So that's all you have to do. Anyway, the point is, if you want to find out about your loved one and what happened and get all of the information, say, for example, they have recordings or body cam information. Bobby help me track down the recordings. So you can get basic stuff like the coroner's report and the basic outline, which my outline was 7 pages with like a few witness names on it and stuff like that. And so what you have to do, you have to file a police report in, at least in LA. I don't know about California, in Los Angeles County. You have to file a police report to get all of the discovery information. You are not automatically allowed to get it. I also had to hire a forensic photographer, which I had to find one the week that Keith died before I cremated my son, okay? Find a forensic photographer. Do you know how hard that is, or do you even know where to look for that? I found a guy in San Diego. He was going to charge me 10 grand to come out. I do think it's a white van. He was going to charge me 10 grand to come out for the day. I didn't have it. So he gave me a referral to a woman who worked for LAPD, a French woman. Okay, her name was Marie Claire. And so within 3 days, I was able to get her into the mortuary to photograph my son before he was cremated so I could take those pictures. I've never looked at them. I have them on a disc. They're for a lawyer because I didn't know what happened to my son. You are not automatically allowed to see the coroner's pictures. They are property of LAPD. So unless they are open to the public, which sometimes they leak them in celebrity cases, that's why you see Marilyn or Elvis or whoever. It's a lot of money. Yeah, I didn't pay 10. I had to take the money out of my pocket. I'd take the money out of my pocket back then. So the GoFundMe that you guys did for Keith's bench allowed me that, because immediately I went into, I don't even know what on my son's body is damaged. Like, nobody told me the femoral artery was really cut until we saw the coroner's report. Bobby and I and Eric and Elizabeth. I'm going to shout out to them because they're just so helpful in everything, and helpful with what happened to so many things, just and measuring all of that. So I don't forget any of that. But when you're in LA County and you don't know what happened to if someone gets murdered, or you don't know, if you have to find a way to do it, because you don't get unless it's a murder case, they're not giving you the coroner pictures. You're not getting them. You don't want them, but I mean, your lawyer's not getting them either if they've locked them down, right? They took like 60 pictures or something. I've seen none of them. They photographed the whole body, everything like that. But I found Marie Claire, and she went in and she did that for me. Luckily, the guy in San Diego, and I can't remember his name, referred me to her, and she happened to live by like Glendale. So she was able to come out. It's her job after being in LAPD. She was an accident photographer. So in the FQIA request, I don't even know what that is, but in order to get all the information, yes, in most states, California is pretty locked up. It's pretty locked up. But in order to get the information, that I need to see if anybody accidentally saw that black car or it was pulled over, say in the body cam photographs. So if an officer shows up on the scene and somebody is there in a car that I don't recognize, that can send me down a new place where I can look. Poor George, cute George. His father died last year. Yes, Bobby knows what we did. I'm like, Bobby knows what we did. I don't know. Bobby had to guide me through everything. And I'm telling you, had I not, how do people, yes, freedom of information, but in order, yes, and they still won't. Exactly. So what I did was file the lawsuit against 3 different things, 3 different entities. I paid out of pocket myself and filed the lawsuit in order to then get a subpoena and subpoena the records from the LAPD Discovery Unit, which you're allowed to do when you have an active lawsuit. That is the reason. Not that it's anyone's business, but to the troll online, that's the fucking reason, okay? So get a grip, troll ass. But yes, they did. Oh, they didn't let me near the family. That's correct. I mean, I am the family. They didn't no. They said that Keith was property of LAPD, and I kept saying, of God, of God, of God, Keith's with God. Like, I went nuts, And Arlene, the LAPD, I guess she's the trauma counselor. Arlene was like, because she was saying shit to me, and I was like, why is this woman talking to me like this? And Arlene went over to her and she goes, how many people have you actually counseled? And then she pulled me away from the woman because I was about to just sock her one. And I don't know that she was saying anything wrong, but I was like, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. So anyway, that's what happens when somebody dies. Now, last year around this time, George's father passed away from COVID. George, who was with Keith. And this year, Keith's other bestie, Andrew and Tia, the ones that helped us with all the pictures for the funeral. Tia went down to the Flower Mart for Keith's, memorial of life, and they put her and Andrew, and Allie and Tia and Andrew brought food to John every day and cooked. I didn't get the pot roast. John got the pot roast, but anyway, they cooked for him. Anyway, their father just passed away the eve of Thanksgiving. So anyway, unfortunately. So a shout out to that family, because they did so much to help us. And now those 2 kids are on their own without their father, who was very young, 49. And it was a freak accident, which is very Uranus. And I didn't have his time of birth, obviously, because I didn't really know him that well. He just was good pot roast. They got that for John. Yeah, he was good. He loved Keith, and Keith loved him. Keith loved him a lot. So, he passed away suddenly and unexpectedly the night, like 6 hours before Thanksgiving. So that's extremely sad. But no, I have hiked Yosemite when my kids were little. Yes. Keithy on my backpack through Yosemite. Yes. Yes, I have. I took Keith and Jason there. John and I took them there. So love and cake. Yes, exactly. So that's exactly, Keith wants you to fix the pig. Of course he does. There's little Keithy and Chirperoo. But anyway, in order to answer that, when anything happens in anybody's family, especially in LA, in order to get the other information, you have to file a lawsuit. It's not automatically yours. And so John, John will go hiking. I don't know that it's his passion to hike. He does a walk with horses. There's little horses around where he goes. So he says hi to his horse friends. So yeah, he likes he's not extreme. I'm extreme hiking. So this weekend, so today I did 14 miles and yesterday I did 12 plus miles. So I woke up at 5. That's the new thing, you guys, because the holidays suckaroo for me. I'll speak for myself. The holidays have such weird energy, okay? I have a hard time with them because obviously Keith's not here. And for anybody else that lost a family member, their kids, it's really horrible when people are like, Happy Thanksgiving, and you're like, fuck off. So Thanksgiving, I did 14 miles that morning. And I was like, I just want to tell people to fuck off and shove their turkey up their ass, right? So I was like, this is not nice. So here's what I'm doing because it's Christmas coming and I'm having a very, very, very hard time with it. So yeah, Huff Paranormal. Yeah, maybe they can. But I'm having a difficult time with it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to raise my energy above it. I never believed in Christmas anyway. Not, let's see. No, have you been listening to Dr. Drew? Someone commented on that too. Now I'm switching topics again. This is like defend yourself. You should never defend yourself, but I'm going to say this. Hi, Lou. Hi. I already fed her, so I don't know why she's hungry. Hi. Look at this. Look, y'all. Look what's happening down here. That's happening. They're looking at you, Lou. You see that? She's playing flirty on the floor. She's playing flirty. Mew Mew's being flirty. She's like, look at me, rub my belly. Yeah. So anyway, okay, just so you know, Deanna, myself, and any other psychic or medium or astrologer in Los Angeles has literally met every celebrity that you can think of. TV shows, political figures, musicians, everybody. So when somebody says online that you're not mentioning people because you're getting a glimpse of celebrity, there isn't anybody in Los Angeles that does not talk to, be around, and see celebrities, okay? Seriously. It's like if you're a nail girl, you're seeing them. You're seeing rappers. You're seeing basketball people. Jason met everybody when he was driving Uber. Everybody, okay? You name it, he met them. Bieber, Mariah Carey, Dolly Parton, whatever. That's right now at the work. So you meet everybody. So that's not the reason. Oh God, now I moved it and now it's going crazy. So you meet all kinds of people, right? You meet a lot of people. So when people say, and it was a comment about Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew and I went around with the vaccine. I said, you're crazy. Don't do it. And he acquiesced to it. And he still got COVID, okay? So the vaccine is bullshit. The difference between that and polio is when you got the polio shot, you didn't get polio. They didn't even test us with the vaccine, Man, the people who do Uber, yes, they do make a lot of money in LA. I get an Uber guy to pick me up at the tram when I come down on the tram because it's 7 miles from the tram to where the trail starts. And I don't have the energy to do another 7 miles after doing like 12 plus miles straight up at a 90-degree angle. I just don't have the energy. So, yeah, I feel like turning my phone off too. So anyway, I haven't looked up about the new serial killer. I don't know who that is. I haven't looked it up. I don't really watch the news and I don't watch TV. So first time I had the flu shot, I got the flu for the first time. Yeah, I don't know why you guys, I mean, if you want to inject shit, I mean, if you want to inject something you don't know what's in it, then, you know, maybe do a drug that'll get you high rather than the vax for COVID that everybody got COVID that they didn't even test to see if it would stop the virus. They said that. They said that. They said it. The Daily Mail or whatever said that the unvaxxed are not the highest population with COVID, the vaxxed are. So, like, yeah. But this is common sense. Like, it's out there. The information is out there. Okay, the information is out there. So why people don't do it, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. So it's just the way it is. Only shoot up for pleasure. Well, why would you? I mean, if you're going to get sick from a drug, possibly die, I mean, make it heroin or something. Like, why are you doing something the government wants you to do for no benefit of your own? Not for health, not for nothing. Just, I can't. So I don't even know what to say. Yes, it's your body, your choice. Exactly. You can do what you want. But in the act of you doing what you want, you do realize, I hope people realize this, and I hope it never happens again. I really hope people realize that when you go into the grocery store, Ralph's or Vaughn's or wherever the heck you live, Gelson's, Pavilions, wherever it is, I do hope people recognize that you were not allowed to buy life-sustaining substance known as food unless you followed the gag order. So, like, what's that about? You're not going to give me food? Okay? You're not going to give me food, right? You're not going to give me food if I don't do this. Ridiculous. Okay, so now that we've gone through everything that I had a week to, like, read about, Deanna's like, don't read it. I'm reading it. So I almost commented back, but I commented here. But here's the thing. Let's see. My little sister. Yeah, see, next time they offer that, just say no. And if people stick together, they won't have control. So, like, if you stick together at your job and 6 of you say no, they're going to lose 6 really good employees. And you're going to learn to do something else. That's just what's going to happen. It's going to happen to all of us at one point. So anyway, let me talk about, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, Bal, B-A-L-E-B-A-E-L, right? Or B-A-A-L, whatever. For the love of God, I've had conversations with people. They're suing the art director. Art directors are notoriously fucked up. Usually the persuasion that I've met in the art director world in Los Angeles are same-sex oriented people, and they're usually male, and every other construction and set designer on the set usually gets in trouble with the art director. But here's what I can tell you. So my friend Claudette was in charge of the sets on Mad Men. And there's no way an art director or a photographer put all of that shit in there, okay? Including the little white rabbits and the BAAL and the little panda eyes, even though they're colored, and the little bondage and that photographer and the court case where it didn't go through company legal. They just think that you're a dumb fuck. And it doesn't matter if you boycott them, because here's the kicker. None of us have the money to buy their shit. So us boycotting them doesn't matter. They do not give 2 flying fucks about us. They could give a shit less. But here's what I find so interesting. I find it so interesting, okay? I find it so interesting that Kim K and Selma Hayek, whose husband is in charge of the corporation, owns it. Nicole Kidman, who comes from a family background like that, where that is their religion. I find it so interesting that these women have children and they fucking think that's okay. That they're not, and that the children in these, I guess their ad campaigns, were the employees' children. So CPS, instead of going after impoverished people in inner cities because they don't have money, go after those people for what kind of commercials they put their kid in and go take their kids from them instead of taking them from the poor communities around Los Angeles and New York and wherever else, because it's a money issue. Okay? So stop doing that. And if you're a celebrity and you wear that, do not call me conservative because I saw it. I saw it and I know what it is. And it's not a political viewpoint, it's a religious viewpoint. It's a moral viewpoint with kids. You say that you care about kids, they don't give two flying fucks. They'd rather yell at Trump. They'd rather, did you guys hear? Oh my God. Hello, call me crazy, not the handler. What the hell is his name? Harley. I'm using code for him. Kanye's handler. That trainer, that I have a trainer. If my trainer wrote that shit, I'd sock him in the face. That trainer wrote, if you don't start talking normally, you're like threatening him with his kids and threatening to drug him. Yeah, Pasternak. Who is this fucker? Dude, you're going to do what to my kids? Fuck you. Okay? Why are we not fighting back over these people? Why is that guy... I thinking it's so funny that Kanye put that out there like that. Hi, Anthony, wherever Anthony is on there. I find it so funny that he put it out there. Now, understand that Britney Spears is still in a contractual obligation, and these people are trafficked adult human beings famous with billions of dollars that they will never let them have. So when you make the deal, they will never let you have the money. You can be famous, you can sell out, but they're going to get you and you will never have the money. But why are we silencing Kanye and taking the money out of his bank? He earned that money, whether he's a fucktard or not, okay? So he earned that money, okay? If you speak on the, do you get YouTube? I'm not speaking on that. I haven't been speaking on that. Anyway, Kanye earned his money, did he not? He earned his money, right? He's a blithering idiot, okay? Or he's a genius, okay? Or he's creative, okay? It's his money, okay? It's his money. The bank stopped his money. Now, I'm just curious. When they tell us America is free, does any of y'all think, no, we're not? They stopped him. They stopped the former president from being on Twitter. They're stopping all kinds of things. We are not free. We are not free. It's horrific what they're doing. That guy's trainer said he was going to star-whacked. Exactly. He was going to drug him and stop him from seeing his kids. Really? Wow. Now we know why he goes to the mental hospital all the time, right? I don't want that now. Anyway, we know why he goes to the mental hospital. Mental hospital. Right? To be drugged. To shut his ass up. Anybody seen Wendy Williams? What the hell happened to her? What happened to her? What happened to Wendy Williams? What happened to her? She had a stroke? I don't know what happened to her. It's very upsetting. It's very, very upsetting. Very upsetting to watch her. I'm just in shock. So once his trainer is Canadian, yes, and of course, because Canadians are like the ugly stepsisters. We think America's so great. I mean, Canada's a hellhole. The country is lovely. The government is a hellhole. I've always thought that. I've always fought against the government. I don't like it. I don't think everybody deserves the same thing. I don't like you-know-who, little Castro, who's defending the right to shut down the truckers, freedom of speech, whatever. Thank you. Lisa's like sending you love from Canada. I love the Canadian people. I am Canadian. My family's Canadian. My kid's dad is Canadian. We all Canadian. However, the government is socialist, and socialist borders on control freak. And little Castro stops people from doing things. He's such a jerk off that if he were in real life public, he'd get punched out every night. Every single night. He would get bitch slapped he would walk in a bar and people would just be like, shut up, and smack him. Yes, she might be a malfunctioning clone. She's having a very hard time walking. But does she know? See, the clones don't know they're clones, right? I know, Canadian. I am Canadian, y'all. So exactly. Aw, thank you, Starbucks. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. Starbucks. My Christmas problem. But when you understand, whatever. Anyway, when you understand what they're doing around the world and how they're doing it. Now, the reason that Harley Pasternak or whatever his name is, Canadian, I think he even participated in the government in some of those MK Ultra that they're suing for in Montreal and Quebec because they let the ones in from World War II under fake names coming over here performing experiments. They have been doing experiments on us. We are a captured group of people. We human beings are a captured group of people. We are captured, okay? We are captured. They want to change us because we have, first of all, we have the creative source in us. We have the God source in us. We have the Christ consciousness in us. We have the ability to be original and to function in a spontaneous way. And we have the big hearts connected to the healing energy. They do not want that running around. Operation Paperclip. They do not want that happening. They have us performing like little dueling monkeys out there. I'm for the blue. I'm for the red. Shut up. It's neither. They're all on the same thing. They're all on the same team. Laugh at them all. They're all losers. They're all losers. If you go into politics, you know what you are? You're a propagandist. That's what you are. You are a propagandist. And they tell you all kinds of things and people fall for it. People fall for it. It's terrible. It's horrific. It's wrong. So here's what I've decided to do. That I went on a crazy rant, and I will be finished working. I'm opening my schedule up a bit more, but I'm finished working this week and do some videos. But here's the thing, okay? So I've decided at Christmas, because I cannot stand that they put Christmas music in the stores in the end of July because they think we're so dumb. Come on, puppets, buy puppets, buy something. Come on, puppets, you have to buy your family something to love you. No, they're not going to love you. You can buy them a whole bunch of shit and they're still going to fuck you over if they want to. So what I'm doing is I'm drinking, okay, 4 of these a day, no matter what. Super hard when you're not exercising. 4 of these a day. I am getting up at 4:45. That's nothing new for me. I am making sure that I exercise. Okay. I'm making sure that I exercise, and I'm making sure that I'm now cooking my food for the most part. I'm trying it. We don't know if it'll last. And I'm praying over my food, and I'm making sure now that I do 20 minutes of meditation a day, not 10, 20 minutes. I'm still doing timeline jumping. Wait, sorry, Sloan didn't take John for a hike. Yeah, he can't keep up with me on that. You can't come with me over there when you can't keep up. Like I need to gallop up the hill. But anyway, oh my God. And now I'm getting texts about somebody just charged me $10 on Apple. God knows I get so many apples. Anyway, Apple charges. So what I'm doing is I'm going to raise my vibration above it to where I don't even acknowledge it, because we know it's a fake date and time referenced on a calendar, referenced with the time frame in order to keep us stuck thinking that it's 9 to 5. We have 24 hours a day. We exist in this stupidity here. That's satanic to begin with. We don't exist here. We exist everywhere. Having said that, I'm going to raise the vibration for myself, where if you say something to me, if you're in my family and you say some fucking ugly shit or you don't talk to me, I'm not taking anything personally anymore. I will talk back to you if you fight me, because I'm going to always make sure if you jump time, aren't you afraid you won't come back? No, I'm here. Here I am. I'm still here. I'm still here. Anyway, I am literally going to raise above it. So I don't care if you get me a gift. I don't care if you invite me anywhere. I don't even care if you talk to me anymore, because you're not in my world. In my world, I am peaceful. I am meditating. I am feeding my body. I'm trying to get my body back in shape. So Jasmine did my nails. I am trying to lower my body fat. So go from 21% body fat back to 17. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm old, but I'm trying. I could Photoshop, you're right. I'm trying to get more protein and I'm trying to drink a shit ton of water. Okay. And to pray. And I'm going to mind my business. That's it. Well, I'm 56. I'm old, but your body fat goes up. So I'm trying really hard to lower it and gain muscle and get strong. That's all I'm focused on. Your Christmas gatherings, your Christmas nonsense, them shutting down the banks. Here's the next thing they do. When you're in the middle of doing stuff like lawsuits and what you have to do, they're like, it's the holidays. We need to take the time off. Yeah, that's a nice excuse because poor people can't take the time off. So they got to work through the holidays. They got to serve your dinner, pray and water. Yeah, exactly. They got to serve your dinner. They got to be your janitors. They got to teach your kids. They got to do all kinds of shit. So like, it just like, did you ever think, because I'm really, yes, could have been an Aries. I think he's a Virgo. So I'm going with the Virgo birth date on Jesus. That's what I think. I just think Virgo. That's just where I go with it. However, I know they picked a date and they just said, we'll pick this date, that's the date. But they have us running circles. We need to get this. We need to get that. We need to get this. I see people whining. I used to have family members come to the house crying, I didn't need money for any gifts. Why don't you bake some cookies, you bitch? Bake some cookies. I'm not eating your baked cookies, but bake them. Anyway, it's hilarious. So when you're looking at things like this, the way that I look at it is Christmas. When you look at Christmas, there's people in Haiti that don't get food. What the hell are we doing at Christmas? Oh, all the paper went off. Lou, you knocked all the paperwork off. So what are we doing at Christmas? There's poor people in our country that they don't eat. Their children don't eat. But you got to go get 500 this and sit there like, I don't know. I'm not doing it anymore. I am only going to do that. No way. Jesus is a Gemini. Could be a Gemini too. Is my sixth house activated? I don't think so. I'm like, I can't even remember what is in my sixth house. Well, it's Pisces. So yeah, actually it is. Yes. Sixth house is hold on. No. Aquarius. So yes, as well. Wait, what is it? It's Aquarius going up. I've got Aquarius and then Pisces. So it's Capricorn into the sixth, Aquarius, and then Pisces. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I will not be controlled or ruled by anything anymore. I'm not doing anything they tell me to do. And if you don't want to play in my little circus, then get out of my little Ferris wheel and go over there. So there's that. So yeah, or Jesus is all signs making him a Pisces. Exactly. Right? Yeah, exactly. I'm a solar Aquarius. For your solar Aquarius. I got you. Your sun sign or your solar chart. So yeah. So anyway, no, I'm the family when they don't want to talk to you. I don't care. I'm not going to beg them to talk to me. That's fine. They don't have to talk to me. I don't give a shit. I go off, as you see, I go off and I hike and I make friends on my own and I do what I want to do. But what I have noticed is there is a whole lot more people subscribing to the beast system than not. But the main point of this is I'm getting myself healthy. So here's something I was talking about. I love you guys too. Not the hecklers, but the rest of you. Actually, the hecklers are fans, as I say. But you know what? Epsom salt baths, absolutely. That'll take all of the gunk out of your body. But yeah, family is definitely a bunch of fucktards. I mean, something else. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to, whatever. Once we die, we separate from them anyway, and they're not really our family anyhow. They're just people we spend time with in this lifetime. So I'm looking at it that way. Don't be my family then. It's your loss. Don't be. I don't care. But anyway, here's the point of it. The point of it is, if you have a tragic event happen, like you have the death of a family member or something really tragic happen to you, and you continue to drink and do drugs, I don't even know if I should repeat this, but I had a conversation with a family member who, after another family member died of a cocaine overdose, said that instead of drinking after they died, they were doing cocaine. And I was like, are you mental? Like, you are really dumb. You are really dumb. Like, I can't describe that kind of stupidity. I can't even go there with it. But what I'm doing is trying to keep my emotions. I'm going to speak them. I'm going to say them. Okay, so I'm going to say them, but I'm going to say them. It's not personal. So if you don't want to talk to me, then don't talk to me. I'm not going to assume that's about me. That's about you. But I'm going to speak my mind. And if you don't like the truth out of my mouth, because as a kid, they try to shut you up, they try to cover my mouth and shut me up, I will never shut up. Okay? Never. So I'm going to say what I don't like because I'm not going to get cancer and I'm not going to self-medicate myself. So if you don't fucking like what I'm saying, you know where to go. And that's what I'm going to do. Is the picture on the top shelf about to fall? Over there, probably something's about to fall. So that's what I'm going to do. I will speak my truth. I will expect you to speak your truth. But the way that I'm doing it is by keeping my body intact, because every time they throw shit at us, they want us. Okay. How do you deal with a narcissist mother? I ran away when I was 14, 2 months after I turned 14. And she still fucked me in the end, okay? They fuck you. Narcissists always win their little game, but they don't win when they cross over because they're not good people. So they're going to have to stand and atone for that, I guess. Or maybe they get off scot-free and they come back and then they become a politician. I don't know. So that is what I'm doing, because when people throw shit at me, when you scream at me, when you do this, you left at 13 yourself. Deborah, you and I. There you go. Right out the door. I was 2 months. I turned 13 in August and I left in October before Thanksgiving. Yes, I did. But anyway, we are taught that, you know, when you're grieving, you have to go. I was gone. I was like, bye-bye, see you later, out of the country, gone. That's why I like to run so much. I spend a lot of my times on the move at nighttime because shit happens at night. So I would walk around. But I know, little girl, I already fed you. Anyway, keep your body strong. Keep your body strong. More water, more meditation, and more exercise. Because when somebody throws shit at you and you're physically powerful and strong, that radiates through your presence. You become a warrior in your physicality. When you are articulate, they know they can throw shit at you all they want. They know that you know that they're dumb. They know that. So for the holidays, that's what I'm doing. I don't have to participate in your stupid shit. I cannot beat my... You know what, Tia? Go exercise. That's a terrible thing to say, but really exercise. Don't watch TV. Don't watch the news. Don't do that. Exercise every second. After Keith died, after the first month, because the first month I was walking up and down DeSoto like a crazy person. I was doing 50,000 steps a day, 60,000 steps a day. Just walking back and forth up and down that street trying to pick up what was going on like a crazy nut. But actually, after Jimmy died, I'll start doing 13 miles a day. And as a little kid, I did it to get out of my house. The alcoholism starts, I'm going out running. You start harassing me, I'm going out. You're going to knock that all over. She's so bad. So I exercise, and they've proven exercise recalibrates your brain chemistry from depression more than medicine. So exercise is imperative to build your mental health, okay? Snowshoeing sounds fun, doesn't it? Is deliberate self-harm entity possession? Deliberate self-harm entity. The entity can be in your energy field. The possession, like The Exorcist, that's a whole level of not very often, but they do come into your energy field and they can push the person out. Like Britney's been pushed out. Wendy Williams has been pushed out. You know, there's lots like that. But yeah, keep moving. Just keep moving. When you're over 50, you have to do 3 times the amount of exercise. I'm making that up, but you have to do more exercise because your body breaks down more. And if you're going to be strong, and they do that, ladies, when they say you're not beautiful after 50 or 40 or 30, it's because they want to keep you down in your power. All of you women out there, every single one of you women has tremendous power after you know the reality of relationships, marriage, and men. When you know that, after you've used your body as a portal to give birth, whether you did or didn't, but if you did, and after you've acquired your wisdom and your instinct, over the age of 50. That's why they tell you we're not useful in society. They don't want anyone listening to us. Keep your body strong. So when they look at you, they see strength. Keep your mind sharp. Do not give in to the drugs and alcohol. You don't need to date a man to be valuable on this planet. You need to mentor young people in order to elevate their soul. Because if you've had a man, you can have a man. If you can find one that is agreeable to you. You can have a man. That's all good. But actually, as an elder person in society, you should be helping anybody in your neighborhood you can help. Young men, young women, your neighbors, whatever, to elevate them. To elevate them. There you go. Strong, sharp, sober, single. Boom, Colleen. Boom. Which makes you a threat in this society because we are not dumb when we're older. We've raised children. We've pushed them out of our body. There isn't a man out there that's done that. Yes, they contributed sperm. I know this. I'm going to get all those emails. And no offense to them, but women are exceptionally powerful and we are downgraded. November 30th. There you go, Diana. Happy birthday. So we are very, very strong, very, very powerful. Our intellects dominate at this point. We can see through people. So we're pushed to the side because we have wrinkles. And ladies, I just watched this whole thing. Oh my God. Okay, so I watched this whole thing on filler. Okay, it was a Courtney Cox thing and the filler in her face. Do you know they say the filler, and I've never used filler and I've never touched my face. My boobs, yes, okay? So like if you're like John and you want to throw the plastic surgery digs, it's underneath my clothing, which shouldn't be a problem for you because you ain't underneath my clothing. My face is my face. Do not put those fillers in your face. Apparently they don't break down. So they migrate all over your fucking face. And they're not telling these young women that. I know they're replacing women. They're trying to get rid of us. They're trying so hard to get rid of us. Oh, and that's what I wanted to say. I watched this whole thing on this transgender woman. I cannot remember her name, but it was so interesting. Okay, it was a whole thing. So she was a man, born a man, right? And she had the reassignment surgery. So she was really excited about it. She loved, her looks, and she had all of the surgeries to be more feminine, etc. And she was quite cute and all of that. Okay, so they made her a vagina, right? Oh, good for you. And I'm sorry your son died. You'll be 50 tomorrow. All right, Linda, 50. Whoop, whoop. You've just hit the wisdom part and the strength part. Okay, so the transgender woman that had the reassignment surgery, which means she had a penis but had it taken off and made a vagina. Okay, so apparently when they do that, they have to keep the cavity open. So they use I guess, vibrate dildos or whatever to keep it open, right? So they use objects to put in there to keep it open. So you usually do that that's what they said. That's what they said. So they usually do that. This woman was having problems and it was closing up. And she said the surgery cost like $70,000 or whatever. This is what she said. I don't know. But I'm sure it costs a lot because it's a lot of work, right? Dilators. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dilators. Yes, they call them dilators. But you get the gist of it. They put something to keep the cavity open, right? So they used to have to do that. She said dilators. Thank you so much. Yes. And so she can't go back the way she was without the $70,000. That wasn't an option for her. But something about her dilators, she has to keep it in every day because it's closing up. It's closing up her body. So this poor woman has gone through all of this, and now she has a dilator in every single day for the rest of her life. If she doesn't use a dilator, this is according to her, if she doesn't use a dilator, it's a wound. It will close up. I don't know what to say. Like, I didn't even think about that, actually. I just thought they do this and they do that. Oh, I know, bloody hell, right? I was like, I know, but I felt so bad for her. She seemed articulate. She said she regretted doing it. And now she's stuck on that side of it. And they never talk about that while they're trying to convince everybody to just do all of this. Well, you could say playing God. Look what, I mean, I bleach my hair and I have fake boobs. So I'm playing God too. Like I'm trying to make my boobs bigger. I should just take them out. I can't do that. No, sorry. But what I'm saying to you is technically we're all playing God. That's what we do. Like when we do something, but it's like an earring hole. Yes, yes, like that. And it will close up. That's a good point. Until it doesn't. I guess it's maybe later on down the line, like 10 years down the line or something, maybe it does not close up. I don't know. Cause like, you know, you guys are being so nice. Thank you. I don't touch my face. That's why when people throw plastic surgery jabs, I'm like, I'm not touching my face. I'm not touching it. You can see all my wrinkles. Look. So I'm just not doing that. And good lighting. Because if you go in bad lighting, all of us look like shit. I look like shit at 15 in bad lighting, okay? Yeah, that's it. But that's it. I won't do it. I have my retainer though that I wear. So I do have wrinkles in the light. No, I do. I can see them. I can see them just because, but it doesn't matter when that filler, it migrates. What does migrate mean? It means it moves. So it moves. Where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it migrate to? Where does it go? Does it go to the back of your neck? Does it go down your throat? Where does it go? I'm just asking. Amber Rose's baby daddy is dating Cher. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about Cher. She's kind of creeping me out. Like, isn't that the young guy she's with? I'm sorry. I know age doesn't matter, but it does. But it does. Why are you dating somebody that much younger if that is the same guy? I know I'm going to have to do the pick of cards one day. I'm going to have to. It takes so much energy. I will have to. Cher is a dude. I think you're right about that. A rich dude, according to her video. Yes, I know. Well, like Libra Lori says, Handmaid's Tale, we're going into that where only certain people can get pregnant and they're captured and used for reproductive usage or whatever. Then they have to forcibly give their children up. What the hell? Exactly. So anyway, okay, I use like 7 serums. I don't, you know what I sleep with? Coconut oil on my face. If I sleep with anything, I don't know why I don't like to put shit on my face, but I really don't put a lot of shit on my face. A lot of makeup, yeah. But sunscreen, and if I'm not wearing makeup, I'm just not wearing makeup. So Jenny, yes, the Spanish star that crashed in the airplane accident, right? Tex-Mexican music, or however you say that properly, that I don't. Aloe vera gel is good too. Thank you. It's my little green crop top, y'all. Crop top. It's easy to put over and look like I'm dressed up when I'm really wearing pajamas. Honey and coconut oil sounds delicious. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, you guys. Oh, answering the question about the timeline jump, then I have to eat my dinner because the crock pot just went off. Yes, it did. Okay, so timeline jumping. So this is my best understanding of it. So I'm on a timeline here. Here I am on a timeline, right? And this is my life. Like I'm doing this. So I listen to a meditation where I'm going into my highest, best version of myself. So when I'm thinking of it, I'm thinking of like the best looking for me at this point in my life. Obviously, I'm not going to look 20 because I'm 56. So I don't want to look fucking 20, right? But so what I do is I'm just looking at the crack in the ceiling. I just noticed there's a crack across the ceiling. I'm like, that's new. Anyway, when I'm looking at timeline, I'm looking at elevating myself into my best position. So what is my best position? How do I feel in my life? How am I going to feel happy in my life? What am I going to do to feel happy? How do I see myself in my best version of myself? So when I'm meditating, I'm envisioning those things being guided by the meditation. So sometimes I come out of the timeline meditation, which is technically quantum physics. So it's like having, okay, You know when you have a wool sweater, right? And you pull a piece of the sweater out and it can be pulled the wool into all these little fragments like that, and like spun silk. Each piece of spun silk, that's even better, is a different timeline. It changes ever so slightly, but there's many different ones. So if you don't like something, you just meditate and focus on this, okay? No news on that yet. Ridiculous. So you look at the spun silk, all the little weavings of silk or all the little web things. You can choose to go down any timeline, right? And then you can separate it ever so slightly and go down this one, ever so slightly and go down this one. So you envision the outcome that you want in theory. In theory. So that's what I'm doing. Mew Mew's trying to envision more dinner is what she's like. Can I have some of your dinner? All right, you guys, I am gone for the evening. Oh, good. Reading the Bible. Very good. Yeah, there's a great timeline jump video or timeline meditation I'm doing. It's by Healing Barbie. I'll try to find the link again and put it here. I have it on my phone, but I will look it up again and put it on here when I'm done. So you guys can see it. I think it's like $15 or whatever. You download it, but you can look up timeline meditations. Hers just works because I know it works. So I don't know if it's dangerous. You can change things. I guess you could jump into something you don't like, which would be me jumping into 4 lawsuits that, suddenly I'm in 4 lawsuits or whatever. So that's not a good timeline, right? So, yeah, but you can change that. So yes, I'm starving. Well, I'm not really starving. I think I'm starving. Yeah, I did chicken, potatoes. I ate French fries yesterday. I have not eaten French fries, real French fries, in a long time. So I ate them. Then I had a chocolate sundae. Yeah. So now I'm trying to eat properly. Anyway, it was delicious. Okay, you guys. Bye, Bobby. Thanks, Bobby and Kato. Bye, you guys. Yeah, I did. I ate a plate of French fries. I put ketchup all over it, and I was looking for vinegar because I'm Canadian. So I was looking for that. They're just looking at me like there's no vinegar for your French fries, weird lady. Bye, you guys. Peace out. I will be back. I've got like another few days of work. I'm going to open my schedule up, so check back. But then I'm going to start filming some videos. So that's what I'm doing. These are just live streams. They're nonsensical, so don't take me seriously all the time. It's a live stream. It's different than a film video. Okay, bye, you guys. Bye. Have a good night, everyone. More water and exercise.